Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon or Rising. And Cancer, this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for the week of January 27th to February the 2nd. Almost the second month of the year already, guys. It goes quick. What we have for you this week is the Trust Your Path Oracle card, which I love in this reading. We have the Moon, the Fool, the Five of Swords. Yes, we do have the Tower, Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. So yeah, I mean, we do have the Tower energy, Cancer. I'm sure your eye is going straight to that card, but we have to remember this is a blessing in disguise, and it comes in to get you back on your right path and to reconnect you with your higher self again. I mean, it's perfect in a reading with a Fool and an oracle that says trust your path. So you're really going to need to surrender to this process, trust it, let that tower fall. It looks like you're leaving behind difficult times of conflict, times where things might have been happening behind the scenes, and there is real offer and opportunity that's solid and stable coming in for you. So without further ado, let's go to your oracle card. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? The universe is conspiring. Keep facing your true north. Your job is not to pave the path, but to simply keep facing your true north and take one step after another. If you do this, you can't go wrong. Don't waver or doubt. Use your heart as a compass and put one foot in front of the other. If you follow the invisible trail of what lights you up, you will light up the world without even trying. Most people don't follow the highest call of their soul because they're waiting to see the end destination before taking the first step. If you take one baby step each day, within a year you will take 365 steps in your dedicated direction. That's pretty much the message of the Fool right there, Cancer. It's really about taking a leap of faith and trusting the path, even though you don't know where it's heading and you don't know what that destination is. So that is what's coming in for you. But first, obviously we have the Tower energy as a focus this week. But first, I'm going to go to the recent past here. I do see a sense of escalation of the situation in this reading, guys. But in the recent past, and this may not necessarily be last week, it could be, something that's unfolded over a matter of months or, even years. Because we have the Moon here and we have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands for me is the energy of petty arguing, bickering, maybe in a situation that once was quite happy and secure and stable, but I feel like it's, past its use by date, and I feel like you're feeling worn down in this situation. So it's a general reading, guys. You'll know what it relates to for you, but it can be a relationship that you're staying in because of, the security, the comfort, the financial security. However, you've become unhappy and you're both niggling at each other, picking at each other's flaws, nagging, that kind of thing. In the workplace, it can be gossip, backstabbing, trying to get one up on each other, corporate politics, kind of dirty tactics, that kind of energy. So it's not a nice vibe to be in. And I do see with the Five of Swords as a focus energy this week, I feel like it's escalating from pettiness to something a little bit more argumentative, more conflicting. So, 5, which we see 2 of in this reading, is the number of conflict and change. But, if you're in conflict, what it's really calling you to do to transmute that conflict energy is to bring about a change instead. Sometimes when conflict comes up, or more or less most of the time, it's because we need to make a positive change. And conflict can come up because we're resisting change and we're staying in a situation that just isn't a fit anymore. It's just not working. Now, the Moon energy, some of you might be dealing with a Pisces, but also for me, this is an indicator that there could have been something going on behind the scenes for quite a while that somehow was, I'm just hearing sort of, bubbling or boiling or simmering this situation, and, this is the week that it boils over, because the Moon can be about, illusionary energy or deceit, things going on in the half-light, in the shadows. Maybe somebody actually acting out of this shadow side, this shadow energy. Some of you might have been kind of forced into that shadow energy throughout a situation. Yeah, maybe you are dealing with somebody who might be two-faced. I'm just thinking of that here. We've got the tame dog and the wild wolf, which show sort of two sides of our personality. Maybe the dog that kind of is really bitey, and then the tame dog, maybe they show you one side and then they are showing, you know, somebody else the other face, or they are very changeable. That's what I'm sensing as well. But it's really, you know, time for you to let go of this energy, because there is a new path emerging, Cancer. And I think this is the week that it all comes to a head with the Five of Swords and the Tower. So with this combination, yeah, as I said before, I was sensing that it could escalate in some way, you know, going from Five of Wands to a Five of Swords. Now, for me, Five of Swords is that little bit more of, you know, serious arguing, where the knives come out, just as a metaphor, guys, not talking in real world terms there. But, you know, the card of the Five of Swords is actually a victory card, but it's a victory that comes at a cost. So there could be someone really trying to win at win at your game is what I'm sensing here. So you're in the workplace, it could be someone actually trying to, you know, get that promotion from you, or, you know, look, sometimes it happens in workplaces where people are kind of pushed out or getting, you know, forced to leave. I am actually sensing more of a work situation than a romance and in this situation here, Cancer, and I'm not saying it isn't. Or it could be somebody in a relationship who's really trying to come out on top, maybe be the one that keeps the house, gets the finances and that sort of thing. But yeah, it's time to retreat before this, you know, gets any worse, basically, because this combination could be a bit of a showdown. It could be quite a fiery argument, a big conflict, or, you know, whatever's been happening behind the scenes, any kind of illusion or deception could really come out into the open this week. And I think that's going to bring the Tower down. Now, what that means, guys, is that there's some kind of falsity about this situation. The situation was never really authentic, and it was built on a shaky foundation. And with these situations, it's only a matter of time before everything comes out in the wash, everything's exposed, and the Tower comes crumbling. So, yeah, I feel like in the situation that you are going to be the Tower, and I think it's other people that are going to fall around you, as long as you're the one that has been, you know, the honest party, or the party who has been, you know, putting down their swords, trying to retreat from the situation, not being sort of an aggressor. But either way, the Tower is saying the situation is not a fit for you anymore. You know, we have your round crown here on a square tower. It's time for you to actually recrown yourself in a situation that does fit. And this Tower is coming in. It's the universe's way of giving you a big old shake up, a big nudge. It's not really a nudge, it's a kick, to get you back on the path that you're supposed to be on, that aligns with your higher purpose, right? Because it's just not a fit anymore. And the warning with the Tower is that we need to let it fall. If we just try and patch it up and rebuild it, then we usually find ourselves in the same cycle, be it a week, a month, or a year down the track, and then we've sort of lost time where we could have been, you know, walking a new path. That's the message of the Tower. And it can come in when you have maybe chosen to ignore the little signs, your intuitions, the little signs from the universe, little things that other people have said to you that have indicated that the situation is off, that there's something not quite right. But, you know, Cancer, I know a lot of us, we just like to give people the benefit of the doubt. There's innocent until proven guilty, and, you know, we like to trust people. But I feel in this instance, you know, the universe has maybe tried to warn you, and this week it's really going to come out properly. So I think what you need to keep in mind, Cancer, is that behind every tower is a new beginning. You know, from the rubble, you know, there emerges a phoenix, and that phoenix is you, Cancer. We've got the Fool and the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like there's going to be a beautiful new start for you out of this. You know, the Fool really is the biggest card of new beginnings in the tarot, and it's about walking an entirely new path, trusting and taking a leap of faith. Like, some of you may need to leave a job and just trust that you're going to get a new one. Some of you might need to leave a home. Oh, sorry guys, that moment when you thought you nailed the reading and then you realised that your camera shut off. So I was halfway through explaining these cards here. So back to it. So what I was saying is, yeah, some of you might have to, you know, leave a home, and then, you know, you get an opportunity for something that's right behind it. And it's like having that kind of trust, you know, trusting the process, trusting the journey. And I'm not sure if I already said this, guys, with the camera shut off, but you are moving from a place where you have this kind of shadowy illumination, things happening in the darkness, to full sun, full illumination, and the link to the guidance of the sun energy. So I really feel like you're going to be supported in this transition. Just make sure you trust your intuition and make clear instinctual decisions for yourself as you move forward and take the first tentative steps on this journey. And I think it's going to be transformational for you. I think you've gotten a lot of growth out of it. You may have ended a karmic contract with that Tower. So it really is positive energy. Now with the Page of Pentacles, you know, the page can be a messenger of opportunity, an opportunity which is solid and secure and stable. So, you know, the Pentacle is the suit of the tangible, practical, physical realm. So this could be that new job offer that comes out of nowhere, too good to be true, sort of just backing up this one here. It could be that new home. Yes, it could be, you know, a relationship, because that can, you know, lead to emotional stability and security. But I am really feeling more of a home, physical home or work situation with this now, guys. So yeah, I mean, with the page, it can be, it's the initial rumblings, guys. So it can be that conversation with a friend or a passerby that leads to that opportunity or gives you a tip off. It can be that flip through the magazine, online or newspaper where you see, you know, the perfect street or home up for rent in the area that you want. So it's like the, you know, the seeds of it, but you need to take that inspired action to draw it into you and to expand it. So yeah, I do feel either way, you know, there is this strong new beginning, new opportunity energy just waiting. I was just waiting for that Tower to fall. So, you know, we need to you know, release situations sometimes to get to the next rung on our ladder, to evolve ourselves. And as painful as it can be and chaotic as it feels, we need to trust that process, because how many times have you known somebody who had a terrible, you know, marriage breakup, or they lost their job, which was, you know, their career that they put their life and soul into, only to, you know, within a few months be, you know, having absolutely trumped that, met the, you know, most amazing aligned person, or found something new that they're even more passionate about. It happens all the time, guys. So we need to trust. It doesn't always happen exactly when we want. Sometimes we have to wait and we have to be patient. Pentacles can be slow moving energy, but it's about, you know, sowing the seeds now. So allowing Towers to fall, taking the first tentative steps, following up with inspired action. And that's how we keep things moving. That's how we keep evolving. I mean, I don't know if I said this before, but yeah, some of you could have ended a karmic contract with the Tower energy as well. So that's never easy, guys. But it's only, you know, bigger and better things coming in. So just trust the journey, trust the path, and trust the process. Okay, Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I wish you all the best with what could be quite a big week. Do keep in mind it's a general reading, so it won't be for every one of you guys. Feel free to leave me a comment, because I always love to know how it's playing out in your daily life. And I'll see you back here next week for another reading.